Yeah, we are live. Hi, and
Hi.
we are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning once again to
Good
everyone
morning.
watching us this morning. We hope you are doing well, and we are glad you are here with us this morning. Well, my name is Abigail, and I'm going to be your host for today. Yes, a brief about what we are doing. We are online business partners, and on Saturdays, we come to share our online journey stories with you. Today, we are back and we are discussing our fears. Yes, most of us has this fear of beginning something or commencing with and anything they desire to do. Yes, it's a fear that mostly attacks a whole lot of people. And we are here to discuss how we overcame our fears of joining the online space, because you see, there are so many things going on in the internet right now, but we chose to overcome our fears and move on and build a future for ourselves. And this is what we are here to share with you this morning. So, good morning once again. I'm here with my partners, and they are going to introduce themselves individually. So I'm going to start with the first one, who is right beside me, and she is Nicole. So Nicole, right to you. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our lovely viewers.
Hello. I'm Nicole, and I am also a digital business owner. A mom of four. I'm a wife. I'm also a nurse. So a busy mom, busy wife, but still managed to be able to do my online business.
Thank you so much, Nicole. That was a brief one. To Michael, our gentleman.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And then I'll say thank you for being with us all this while. I mean, it's good to see some of you bringing out comments and stuff. My name is Michael, as Abigail said. I'm a IT personnel and also a health practitioner. You can see me. I'm always in my car because I have to go around and do my job alongside doing the job as well. So people who are busy doing their jobs, you could just be like me and just be yourself and try to do what you want to do. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. Oluchi, can you we hear from you as well?
Hello, viewers. Good morning. Oh, Michael made me to laugh. He's a busy dad and busy employee. And at the same time, he's a successful online business owner. So why not? Everybody can do this. My name is Oluchi. I live in the UK with my family. I'm also a mom, busy mom of four, and I work in the healthcare industry. And together with my husband, we run this successful online business alongside our family commitment and work commitment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we now move straight to our question, and it's displayed on down there. We are discussing two specific fears each that we initially faced before we started this business. You know, at the start of anything, you have some doubt in your mind. Is it going to work? Is it worth it? Am I safe? All these questions, and these are some of the questions we want to tackle and address, and show we how we manage to overcome these fears. So I'm going to start with Nicole. She's going to talk about two fears and how she handled it. All right. So Nicole, over to you.
Um, one of the biggest fear I had was a fear of the unknown. Um, because even though I've done other business before, like a lot of people, it might not be your first venture that you the business that you venture into. So it was still a bit scary because the others didn't work for me, and had I known what I was getting myself into, then I wouldn't have started. But at the same time, if you don't start, then you don't know what the end result might be. So it was a fear of the unknown, a fear of starting and getting into something else that might end up, failing again. And that was one of my biggest fear. The other thing was um, the fact that I have to use social media, and I was not very tech savvy at all. So it was quite difficult for me to say, um, let me just jump in and start, because I'm not usually in social media. I started going on social media when I started this business. So it was all very new and fresh for me. And I was wondering how on God's earth I was going to do this. Um, but luckily for our business, it makes it so easy because the support and the community that we're in, nothing really seem difficult because you get access to all the information and all the help and support that you need. And I have to remind myself that, you know, the only people who doesn't fail in life are those that really never tried. The failure is natural. Failure is a natural human thing. Everything you do, you just might fail at it. Doesn't mean that you have to stop. Yeah. So those were really my two greatest fears.
Yes, thank you so much. That's the fear of so many people as well. And it's good we are learning how to overcome all these fears so that we move on in life. Otherwise, you are going to remain static and you never see progress. All right, so let's go to Michael. Michael, you share with us your fears in starting this
Um,
business.
thank you so much. Like our sister Nicole said, she has said other part of fears, and you know there are a lot of them. Mine is got to do with fear of rejection. Um, Initially, when I was coming to the business, I was thinking, so how am I going to talk to people? How am I going to get my own business? And it was really hell. Something I was really, really worried about it. And that was one of the things that kept me, trying to reject it for a long time for those times. But honestly, when I got into it, and then I realized that the uh the moment I got into it, I realized that it is easy for you to get to people and have conversation with them. What you have to know is that when you get to people and you talk to them and then they don't accept you, you don't lose. You don't lose.
Hmm.
But you see, the good thing is the more you punch somewhere, that is when the person will know how serious and how credible the business is. It's because you don't want your friends, you don't want your people to go different way. So you keep on stressing on them and keep on reminding them what they're supposed to do. And doing that, they're going to know that, oh, this is really a nice thing that I need to hook onto it. When you are afraid of getting to people, or when you're afraid of getting rejection, you can't make progress, because the good people or the people I know, uh somebody like Michael Jordan was rejected over 100 times, but he kept on doing it and he got there. So rejection, initially it will be something very critical, but the moment you're able to get over it, that is when you're going to have your breakthrough and just move on. The next one is insecurity, financial insecurity. That is another thing I'm going to talk about. It. Most people think that when you are coming into digital business like this, you need to have a whole chunk of money somewhere. You're going to, put them into it. Some business need money. Some business doesn't really need money. And in our community, even if you don't have money, people are willing to help you with the best way for you to get your business set up. So, people listening to us, I just want to entreat you, I want to motivate you. Don't think about money. Money money is something good, but I mean, people close their eyes and a whole millions of dollars, millions of pounds, millions of money, it slips out of their hand and they are gone. So when you have money and you want to invest the money into something that will be profitable to you, please don't look turn your back over it. Just try to use the little money that you have to invest in it, and later you're going to reap a lot of what you have invested in it. So money shouldn't be a problem in this business. Money shouldn't be a problem. Forget about you having a chunk of money somewhere to use it to do the business. The people you see them around, the people in the community, people can share ideas with you, people can share their experiences with you. People are ready to give you what they have to make you a successful person. So money is something we even think about, the last thing we think about it. What you have to do is your willingness to enter into the business. That is your first step. So insecurity with finances isn't be something that you should worried about it, but most people worried about it. So what I want to say to people is that don't worry about money. Don't let money be a hindrance to what you have to achieve in the future. Try as much as possible to psych yourself, motivate yourself, and get into it, and the rest will roll by itself. Thank you so much. That's
All
what I
right,
would say.
thank you. Thank you so much, Michael. Okay, so we go to Oluchi. Oluchi, can you share with us your fears and what happened?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Abigail, and thank you to all my colleagues that have shared their fears. This topic is a very, very important one because it's a common thing that everybody, experiences. So when I and my husband wanted to enter into this business, there were two fears. Okay, there were a lot of fears, but these particular two ones are the ones I want to share with you. And that was the fear of failure and the fear of work balance. Because as a mom of four growing kids, in fact, I was actually pregnant with my fourth baby when we were starting this business. So I was so scared because I know that every business is like a new baby. You need to commit time, you need to commit resources, finances to it. So at that point, we had a lot of financial challenges, financial commitments, and then we're asking ourselves, sorry, this is a background noise. Where's it coming from? So we're asking ourselves, like, are we ready to do this? Should we just invest this money into this business, or should we just use it to solve our other financial problems? And again, we were asking ourselves, okay, if we spend this money, so we did like a bit of risk assessment, okay? So if we spend that money to pay some bills, it's gone, you know. But if we invest this money into this business, then there is a high potential, there's a high chance of greater returns from this business. And then what will happen is that we'll have a business that can help us to achieve our goals and our desires in life, which was financial independence and then having time control. So we looked at the business community because there were already people, who are also running this business successfully. I looked at their success stories. A lot of them are like me, busy moms. They were like employees working and juggling family, and so many of them were sharing their successes in the business. So we looked at the business potential, and then we found out that the business can deliver on our dreams and our aspirations. And with this business, also, in terms of balancing work, it's just the perfect one for me because I don't have to be on the business every time of the day. I just spend like a couple of hours to do a few things, and our system takes over the bigger part of the job for me, like automation for me, doing the email campaigns and all of that, which I do not have to do. So, and then I looked at the community, was a very supportive one. So many things that is involved in the business is being done by the community, like having workshops, webinar. I won't be there to do it. They are there taking it for me. Okay, my business runs even when I'm not there. So all of these perks of the business gave me that assurance that with this business, I wouldn't have to struggle to balance my work and my family commitment because it's just doable. It does not require my 100% presence to run. So these are some of the things I considered. And then in terms of failure in business, I got to know that if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to factor in that there is a chance of failure. That's the difference between an employee and a business owner. Because as an employee, you just know that every month or every week, you're getting your fixed salary, your fixed wages. But as an entrepreneur, you know you're going to commit to it. There's going to be a financial commitment. I didn't have that mindset. So for me, it was more of a mindset shift. I needed to shift my mindset, instead of thinking that, I'm going to fail in this business. I thought about the learning potential. What do I stand to gain in this business if I go ahead? I'm going to be learning about running a successful business online, learning some new skills, connecting with a lot of people. having a business that I can call my own, something I can pass on to my children. And also all of these opportunities in the business actually outweighed the risk, which was the risk of failing in the business. And then I looked at those doing the business. A lot of them are succeeding in the business. So I asked myself, if these people are succeeding in this business, why would I not succeed? Because I'm going to be using the same system they are using. I'm going to be using the same training they are using. So I'm going to succeed. So I and my husband, we factored all these things in, and then we went into it. And guess what? We did not fail. Now we have a successful business running in the online space. We're now helping other people to also start up their business and run it successfully. Busy people. So if we had said no, and then listen to our fear, we will not be where we are today. I won't be meeting all these wonderful people, colleagues, connections. I have a lot of
Mhm.
people from different parts of the globe. So, which is amazing. I've learned so many skills in this business. And now I have a business that I can pass on to my children. While I'm doing my regular job, I have a business that I can retire into at an earlier age. I mean, it's so amazing. So I'm just grateful that I did not say yes to my fear. I was able to overcome this fear. So that's my gratitude this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for all our views. I'm going to talk about my fears. There are so many fears in our lives, and we often forget that if we fail to take action, we would never come to the end of the journey. Every decision is a journey we are start. But if you let the fear of everything lead, you wouldn't know the outcome you are going to achieve. With my fears, I'm going to talk about the fear of making mistakes. In every mistake we make, it serves as an opportunity for us to learn something new. Because if we make mistakes, we now have the opportunity to say, yes, I did it this way. Maybe if I had done it this way, it could have worked. So we've learned something and it becomes a learning process for us. So the fear of mistakes is very common. But I want us to also know that making mistakes gives us the opportunity to learn new things every day. Broadens our horizon. It gets us to acquire new knowledge on different strategies. So the fear of mistake shouldn't be anything that is going to hold you back. Yes, mistakes will come, but the mistakes will lead you to learning or developing new things. And also, I also had a fear of the not being good enough. We are all at a point in time not good enough in our fields. Even before we start something, or even if you are employed for the first time, you are going to start something. And you are being inducted, you are being shown do this for a period of time before you are given a specific role. So not good enough shouldn't hold you back. We learn every day. Life is a learning process. So this fear shouldn't hold you back. The fear of making mistakes, everyone is not good enough. All of us come and follow the system. And our system is so wonderfully made that there are systematic videos and training. If you have the time to follow it, sometimes you just sit down, you follow the videos, you follow the training, and you are able to do so many things yourself. You see, you are learning. It's a learning process. So even if you make mistakes, people make mistakes, but they correct it. Don't tell yourself I'm not good enough. No, you'll be good enough if you keep practicing, if you keep making attempts, if you decide that I'm going to do it. The first time I did it, I got it wrong. I'm going to try another time. I have a friend, and we started with something, and this friend got what we were doing. He got it wrong for 5 times. She didn't give up. She started again, and she got it wrong for another 5 times, making it 10 times. If it was somebody, she would have left and said, "No, I'm not going to do this." She went on, and can you imagine that it was the 11th time that she got it right? Yes, that is sometimes how far you have to go, how far you have to get things right. Yes. So you don't have to give up. You don't have to say, I'm not good enough. We are all not good enough. But you become perfect when you keep practicing, you keep doing what you are supposed to do, you don't give up. You have the spirit of, I'm going to make it no matter what. I'm going to try, I will do it. And definitely, I bet you will do it. So these are our fears, and I hope you've learned something from us. We all have these fears, and actually, we've all overcome it. Right now, we don't have those fears anymore. We are bent on making this business succeed. Everyone has their time, everyone has how far their business is running, but everyone's business is running. That is the important thing you have to know. Everyone's business, no matter how far, how slow, once you decide it's going to run, it's going to run. Okay, so guys, now let's conclude with our advice to our people who are watching us, and let's tell them something. Let's advise them on how not to be hesitant, but keep the spirit of I can do it and forget about the fears and move on. So, Nicole, tell us something. Advise our people and encourage them to come on board.
Uh, well, Abigail, I think you have done it so much already. But as you did mention, failure is it's a learning curve. It's and each time you fail, you kind of learn what to do or what not to do, right? So if you've had, for those that are watching live or watching the replay, if you have tried out a business before and you think, oh, I failed 4, 5, 6, 10 times, 11 times, 50, so what? If you go and look at every successful person that we can probably just, off the top of our head, every single one of them have failed dozens of times, hundreds of times even, before they even get to the point of that one thing that make them who they are today. Yes. So as I said before, failure is natural. It is natural. We shouldn't be afraid of failing. If anything, it tells us what not to do next time, right? So we should use failure as a learning curve. It's nothing to be afraid of. So if you're afraid of starting this business, it's just one of the other things, right? You will get over it. We all had this fear of starting, fear of failure. Sometimes some people are fear of success. What if I get too successful and then I don't know myself, or I can't handle it, or something like that? Fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, fear of being judged, fear of being seen because it's a social media. Oh, people are gonna see me. What are they gonna think? My co-workers, my friends, my family. Oh my God, I don't want nobody to see me online. So what? This is your life. You've got your life to live. They've got theirs. Your calling is not their calling. Their calling is not yours. So you have to focus on what you want out of life. Keep your eyes on it, and just don't give up. Try and try and try again. So this business, if you're having those fears today, you're not the only one. We all have them. So welcome to the club.
Yes, welcome to the club. Michael just has something. Let's go.
Yes, welcome to the club. I think I'll continue with what Nico said. See, I have a friend. He's not rich. He's not also, let me say, he's a middle person. I mean, somebody, he's well to do, but not that rich. Anytime I talk to him, he said, Michael, I'm always afraid of getting richer and getting more money because I'm afraid that maybe I'll get to a certain point and I'll fail. And then I said, why would you have to be afraid of it? Because without failing, you can't have experience. When you fail, that is when you get experience. So I am ready to fail because the moment I fail, I try to get experience out of my failure and then move on. So our viewers, brothers and sisters, friends who are watching me across the globe, please just have it at the back of your mind that without failure, you can't be experienced. And don't also let it be like, I am going in to fail. So you are going in to win, But when you fail, you still have to try as much as possible to make it. Fear isn't part of us. Fear isn't part of us. We create fear for ourselves. When we were created, fear wasn't part of us, but we create it for ourselves. We create it because we think our friends will be looking at us. We think our family will be looking at us. We think people we are trying to struggle in life with will look down upon us. So what we have to know is that let fear goes out of your mind, and then try to make a way to overcome the fear. And making a way to overcome the fear is trying to join the group, trying to join the team, and make your life better. That is what you have to do. And that is what I want to say to everybody. Thank you so much.
That's the spirit. Yeah, that's the spirit. Oluchi, can you conclude for us?
Oh my goodness. Viewers, they've all said everything. What are you waiting for? You keep being scared and 2024 is gone. And then 2025 comes again and you, look, fear, every one of us, we had the same fear, but we conquered it. So come on board. You're not going to fail, okay? You have support. You have everything to succeed. Join the successful team, okay? This community is a successful one. Every day we celebrate successes. So why would you fail? Think about the excitement of success. Forget about the fear of failure, okay? Because you're not going to fail. As long as you do what you're asked to do. Thank you.
Exactly. And this brings us to the end of another exciting show. We hope you've learned a lot. Don't let fear overcome your greatness. Quit it. Move on. Believe in yourself and have faith, and you can make it. See you same time next week. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.